Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of LavaCraft, and today we're on Bedrock, baby, and it is the Noble Realms today. And what's the Noble Realms? Well, we got invited to do a building competition. Yeah, that's right, y'all. It's a 6-week competition, all in survival mode. You guys know how I love to do building and survival, so it's perfect. So there's a bunch of people in this little competition, and we've all pretty much started from scratch. There's some people on the realm already that have been playing on it for a while, and they're pretty established, but I believe that the ones that are building are also starting from scratch. So there's a couple cool things about this little competition. Mostly the coolest one is that even though we're starting from scratch, like I said, it's an already established realm. They got a lot of cool stuff on this realm, actually. And one of the super cool things they have is a shopping district. So we can get some diamonds out of our mines and go buy a bunch of supplies. So that's what we have done. So we've gotten a couple cool things just to keep us moving. I've already started to collect some materials. So we got a ton of stone and stuff like that. We've already got Silk Touch on one of our pickaxes and Fortune. We've been fortunate enough to be able to purchase a bunch of enchantments for it. So we do have this bad boy right here, this guy, and we got 2 diamonds left. We also have a couple shulkers and elytra, stuff like that we bought from the shopping districts. We have not been to the end, but our main focus isn't going to be redstone or farming material or really doing anything except for building. So we need to get to building. But before we do that, I figured I'd show you guys the shopping district because it's really cool, and I love just walking around it, even though we don't have time for that. We got a lot of building to do. We're already like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks in. I think we got a month left. So I'll probably do a couple episodes on this, probably 6 episodes. Maybe we'll get to check out some of the other builds at the end. So we're going to head over to the shopping district, but before we do that, I wanted to show you guys the area that we have picked out. We got this nice little mountain range. I really like it. I think it's very aesthetic, and I think we can improve it a lot. So we're going to need to do a little bit of terraforming. I kind of have a build style in mind. It's going to be similar to some stuff we've done in the past, but also brand new at the same time. So yeah, we're going to have some builds up on these cliff sides over here, some paths going around to them, maybe have a little village center in there, and then we're just going to see how much we can get done in 6 weeks with some basic materials. I think if we decide to do a pallet with, like concrete or some crazy expensive blocks, then we're going to have a hard time building a lot of stuff. So we're going to use some more simple build pallets. I mean, this is just a little mine shaft, but you can see it's better than just having a door in the side of a hill, and it uses some pretty simple blocks that anyone can get in the first night. So we're going to kind of keep that theme up and use some simpler blocks and just make them really cool looking. Lots of detail, lots of fancy little knickknacks here and there, a lot of visual interest. Maybe some water features, you know how it goes. So I'm going to basically just keep working, give you guys progress updates every time we get some stuff done, and if I have a big plan, then I'll go over it with you guys. But yeah, anyways, this is the area, this little valley here that spreads out into a little forest. It's like a plains forest. We're gonna have to get rid of some of these trees, chop them all down. We do have our efficiency 5 axe. It's only got efficiency 5. Gotta get on breaking on that. We do have mending on some of our gear as well, but I don't know if there's like an XP farm or any way to fix them yet. I'm sure I could ask around. Everybody on this realm seems pretty cool. But yeah, let's head over to the shopping district, check it out, and then we can get to building. Alright, so it looks like we have arrived at the shopping district, and there seems like there's some new stuff coming soon. Alright, cool. Well, there are clearly some Mad Lad builders on this realm. There's a lot of cool builds over here. A lot of really nice looking shops, and they keep them pretty well stocked up. It's pretty cool. Like this shulker is just awesome. I love the design on that. We got a cute little bumblebee and a bunch of other cool stuff. They pretty much sell everything you would ever really need in survival Minecraft. They also sell a lot of different kinds of blocks as well. However, I do not think that we are going to be taking too much advantage of all the blocks just to kind of make sure we can play this the right way. I think we can get a lot more building done if we just do the block collection ourselves and just kind of buy the things we need to keep us moving. So, like enchantments for diamond tools and stuff like that. I don't think we're really going to worry about netherite, as netherite doesn't give us too much of an advantage other than just like the durability. Also, you're probably wondering why I am just walking around at night with all these super cool builds everywhere. Well, that's because... Oh, that's a ghast. That's cool. That's because we are on a mushroom biome island. Mushroom island? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And there's no mobs in those biomes, which is really cool. I've always thought it's a fantastic idea to have a shopping district in a mushroom biome. It's just really smart. That way you don't have to worry about any mobs or creepers blowing up your cool builds. And it feels like there's new stuff popping up here all the time. It's super cool. I love it. And we're definitely going to be spending some diamonds here when we have them to spend. But we do need to get to work. We got a lot of stuff to build. A lot of stuff. Like a lot. A lot. Oh, look at these ducks. Super cool. Another super cool thing about this realm is this little map here is like the base map. They're trying not to go past 3,500 blocks so that they don't have to worry about going super far for the Caves and Cliffs update. Another super good idea. But just look at this area. It is amazing. A lot of work and time went into this. But a cool thing about this realm is there's just like always something to look at. Feels like, I don't know if they've had building competitions where they invite a bunch of people before, but it seems like everywhere you go, there are just builds everywhere, and everyone's working on something. Oh, that's a really cool little design there. And another one. Yeah, I mean, look at that. People are putting in some work, and it's all in survival. It's vanilla, so there is no like one person sleeping, and yeah, you can still get achievements, which is pretty sick. There's a lot of cool stuff going around, and I'm super excited to add a little bit of visual interest in our little valley area, which is like 1,000 blocks away from spawn, or I guess from the shopping district. We didn't want to go too far. Like I said, 3,500 blocks is the limit, and I don't really like to be super far away. And I think we're about 300 blocks away from anyone else's build, which is kind of another rule, as we do not want to impede on other people's base progress. As you can see, people are expanding like crazy. And there's another build, a little village. That's not, no one built that. That was the villagers. All right, so we are somewhere over here. I know we're by a mountain. I think we gotta head this way. We'll get a nice little aerial view of our space. Yeah, there we go. So I was picking this area out before I had the wings, but I think we ended up doing something cool and picking an area with a lot of different kinds of elevation right over here. So we can do like a nice big backdrop area and then put like some kind of little village in this area. We might want to get rid of this hill, or at least bring it down a bit. But we need to get rid of all these trees. So I guess that's going to be our first task, is chopping down quite a few trees. So I'm going to get to that. I'll bring you guys back in, and then we can get some blocks placed, which will be cool, and it'll be a lot easier if we have a bunch of different wood types. And we'll probably be using the local materials, so like the spruce, the birch, all that kind of stuff. But that's pretty much the only local materials. I don't know if we're going to do the whole brick thing. We've been using a lot of bricks, but it's going to be hard to get in a short time. I guess we could do a whole villager setup, but yeah, we don't have time for that. Anyways, let's get to work. Let's chop some trees down, and I'll be right back. All right, so we have cleared out most of the trees. You can see some leaves still around, just kind of hanging out. But we've made like a little perimeter. I know it doesn't seem like that much, but we took down quite a few trees. We also started farming them just a bit over here. So we've just kind of laid them out in rows, and we're going through them and just getting saplings and stuff. Because I think we're going to have a big like perimeter of these kind of trees, spruce trees, around the entire little area. So yeah, we got to map this place out. This is a building competition, and we haven't built anything yet. We've just been doing a lot of resource collection and resource gathering, and yeah. So before we kind of get a layout going, I want to get rid of this little mountain, this little hill right here. It's the only thing we didn't light up, and I know what you're thinking. torch spam. So ugly. But it's definitely encouraging to fill this entire area and get some lighting in place. I think that's super important. I mean, this is going to be an aesthetic little mini series, but we're still playing survival, and we got to survive. And it will make it a lot easier while we're building in this area. Yeah, less mobs. It's always good. So we'll probably put a big structure in the middle here, as it is a mega base competition, and then have like a lot of buildings up here for a backdrop, and maybe, you know, a little something here and there. We're just going to see how much we can get done in 6 weeks. That's a lot of time, but we have a blank canvas, and I'm ready to build. So let's knock down this hill and get to it. Well, we moved a mountain, guys. We got rid of the hill, and I think it opens this area up a lot more. So you should be able to see any builds in the entire area from pretty much wherever you are. And you know what, I was kind of thinking, I don't think we should put a giant base in the middle. We could definitely have some kind of structure, maybe like a super cool fountain or something. But I think just like a massive, huge base would obstruct like everything. So we'll probably put it off to the sides here. Yeah, but anyways, now that the mountain is gone, it was just a little hill, really. Only took like 9 iron shovels to get rid of. Not too bad, unenchanted. All right, well, now that we have that little hill gone, we could start to map out the area for some builds. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to start too much building today because we need more of these things. We need a lot more vines because I would love to get some mossy block variants in these builds that we will be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and start to lay some stuff out, just get some blocks placed, and probably chop down some of our trees as they've grown up quite quickly, and I'll be right back. All right, so we've put little cobblestone pillar things where I want to put different things throughout our little base area. So these two here are going to mark off where the giant castle is going to go. It's going to go right there, a big area on the little hill there. That one there, we're going to repurpose this entire area for some kind of probably mining operation, like a tunnel to a cave entrance or something like that. Over there is going to be kind of like a town square with a fountain. I mapped out a little area for a farm over there, so we'll get some farmland going. And man, the render distance sucks on Bedrock. But, you know, price you gotta pay for playing with friends. And over here, we're going to have a tower or a beacon or a watchtower or something like that. And I think that is plenty to start off with. I think that's a lot of work already, but we need to build something, you guys. We really do. We've been talking about it all episode, but we haven't gotten anything done. So let's build ourselves a little base of operations, so that we have a place to, you know, sleep and eat and wash our face and yeah, store all of our goods mostly. That's what we need. So let's get it done. Build a little path up. Maybe we can build a little path up to the top of the mountain there, since that's where we've kind of been viewing everything from, and I think we're going to continue to do that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. And done. Check it out, guys. I think it turned out pretty nice. We got to repurpose a lot of the dirt that little mountain had, and it's grass now. How pretty. And I think our little mini base thing turned out okay. We do have to go up a path to get to it, or we can just fly in, because there is like a little bit of a skylight in there where we can do so. But I like the way this mountain path turned out like a lot. I think it looks really cool. looks pretty natural. You might kind of almost miss it, especially when we start adding more stuff, but it will become kind of apparent at night with the lanterns leading up to it, and you know, the fence posts and stuff. So yeah, let's take a trip. The interior is not really done. We're not going to focus on interiors unless we have extra time at the end, which we might not because we're running behind, guys. We're running behind. So let's check it out. Inside, we just put some slabs down so that there's no mobs blowing up our face. Up here, we just have a little area where we're going to store some stuff, and I like the way this turned out. You know, it might rain on us, but, you know, whatever. It's Minecraft. It's Minecraft. We don't have to worry about that. And we got some more room for, you know, whatever we want to put in here, which is probably nothing. So yeah, we've just been storing some random stuff in here. That's our little base. I think it turned out pretty cool. It's got multi-tiered towers, which is fun, and a little path up to the top of the mountain. And yes, yeah, it actually takes you all the way up there. It gets a little bit treacherous at the top, like right around here. Yeah, you got to do some jumps, but whatever. So now we have a little way to get to the top. Eventually put our little tower slash pyre or whatever we want to do so we can view the area of our base. There's a few more little random things I started to work on that are not completely finished, and I'm still kind of messing around. So I'll show those off to you now. Let's get down this mountain first. Ooh, this is kind of tricky. So I wanted to make this like a little mining operation area, and I don't really like it so far, to be honest with you. So we're gonna have to maybe spruce it up or switch it up. I made these little like pallets with different ore types on it. And they look okay. Not great. We're probably gonna have to add some stuff over here to make it a lot more interesting. And I would love to get some black concrete and do like a tunnel with like a black backdrop, because right now our mining shafts are very tight squeeze. Yeah. But I think it's okay. I thought this looked pretty cool, so I tried to replicate it a few more times. Like there's different ways to get into different parts of the mine, but it didn't really turn out the way I like. So we'll probably mess around with that a bit more. I am in love with that though. I think that's pretty much good for this area. Obviously, a tower up top, and it's just a nice little starter base for us to you know, get this building underway, because we got a lot to do. And over here we started to do a little farming area, and I think it's turned out pretty nice. I started it now because it's going to take us forever to get all that wheat to fill in the rest of it. Maybe add a little farmhouse somewhere over here, but the area is starting to get filled in. So we have a bit of progress done, just a bit of progress, and we got a lot more to go. But I think we're headed in the right direction. I think as we start to fill this area up, it will really come to life, and you know, maybe we'll do okay in the building competition. We'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you're looking forward to even more, because we're going to be doing a couple episodes on this building competition, because it's 6 weeks, and it's survival, so I can't just, you know, do it all in one day, because we gotta survive, and get all of our blocks and whatnot. So, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, and if you are excited for even more content from the LavaCraftverse, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we put out episodes every single week. That's right, every single week. That's going to do it for me today, guys. Have a good one. Bye.